He was a unanimous point decision victor over Mavogo Amugu of Cameroon, the 2023 African champion, where he controlled matters using his footwork and his punch placement.
Round one.
So we're underway then. Action in the 92 kilogram plus super heavyweight division between boxers from Turkmenistan and Azerbaijan. The boxer wearing red is Dovlet Yslamov, part of a three-strong Turkmenistan boxing team. Competed in the World Boxing World Championships in Liverpool earlier this year. And here in the round of 32, he was in a rough, bruising brawl to win over the man from Mongolia. And in the round of 16, with that opposite type of victory, a first round stoppage over his opponent from Uganda. The boxer wearing blue is Mahammad Abdullayev, second bout of the tournament for the man who has been installed as the number 2 seed, receiving a bye in the round of 32. That is Mahammad Abdullayev, no stranger to podium success, having picked up bronze medals in the last 2 editions of the World Championships in the super heavyweight division. He too competed at the same World Championships, the World Boxing World Championships in Liverpool earlier this year, when he came up against Julio Cesar La Cruz, who boxed as a heavyweight in that event in the first preliminary round. And it was La Cruz who got the decision. So working his way to the inside to pin Abdullayev on the ropes. As Yslamov, but Abdullayev so calm. Couldn't evade that overhand right, but he's perhaps got the better of the exchange with the work that he was able to do off the ropes. Good work to the body from Abdullayev. There's that left hand downstairs once again, really whipping it under with pace and precision. Shaped up to throw it, but didn't commit. Good right hand over the top, twice in quick succession as the head threatened to come together. Abdullayev switching to southpaw, takes a right hand on the jaw. Spinning off the line is Abdullayev. Retreating to his blue corner of his own volition, Mahammad Abdullayev, first round in the book. This man had his success on the front foot. But Abdullayev began to bring the bolo shot into play, whipping it down to the body. I think the work done by the man in blue should be enough to give him the round.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So we move into the second round. First round scored unanimously for the man in blue. So the onus on Dovlet Yslamov to try and do something different, but what can he do differently against such an accomplished operator? Nice double jab, but then a good right hand over the top from Yslamov. But Abdullayev so composed up in the boxing ring and has the dexterity to make his man miss by millimeters, as evidenced during that bobbing and weaving cameo there. Oh, that's a wonderful bolo shot to the body from Abdullayev. And again, the success just emphasized because he maintained the gap. Lost his footing there momentarily. That's not something we see from him very often. Being such an elite boxer for so long as he just touches his man with a left cross before. Oh, what a left uppercut as he switched orthodox off, stepping out of the pocket. But he's been an elite boxer for so long that we sometimes forget that he's only 26 years of age. Abdullayev was an Olympian way back in Tokyo. Lost to Bakadir Jalolov in the second preliminary round. And another left uppercut turned into the pit of Islamov's stomach. Timing his man wonderfully. You could see that setup coming. Just drew the punch, dipped at the knees to make his man miss, and look at the way he's continuing to dig down to the body of Yslamov. Body punching has been a real feature of this tournament, and I'm really pleased to see that, because in previous iterations of IBA boxing, when the computer kept score, body punching, to say it disappeared would be overstating it, but because body punching can be so difficult to discern, particularly if you're pushing a button to keep the score clock moving, and it was touching punches without reply that became prominent features of boxing of that era. And again, body punching didn't disappear, but it has largely returned. And at this level, my goodness, these are heavy shots going in as he's continuing to seek to break the man down to the body. And you can hear the exertions of Yslamov as he tries to will his way back into the pocket, because he was scored upon repeatedly downstairs, invariably with the left hand. Bolo hook out of both stances. A very good display indeed by Mahammad Abdullayev. Remember, he took the first round unanimously, and this one, he picked it up a little bit. Now, credit to Yslamov, he never stopped going in search of his own successes. But the body work was outstanding from the man in blue. So Dovlet Yslamov taking it for judge number 4. The other 4 observers preferring the work of Abdullayev. Fans of all ages in attendance here at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Center.
Seconds out. Your third and final round.
So into the third and final round then. Dovlet Yslamov took a share of round number 2 for one of the scoring judges, but he's trailing 20 points to 18 for 4 judges. So he needs a massive final round here, and he's really going for it, trying to pin Abdullayev on the ropes. But Abdullayev just keeping his cool, leaning way back over the top rope, just to avoid the incoming fire. Takes some real nerve to operate off the ropes in that type of fashion. And again, something that is largely associated with boxing from days of yore. But to see a fighter who is comfortable on the strand, Olympic bronze medalist and multi-weight world champion Floyd Mayweather comes to mind. Roberto Duran, multi-weight world champion from lightweight up to light middleweight, also comfortable against the ropes. James Toney, lights out Toney, perhaps as good as anyone who's ever done it. George Benton, so many others who are just content to retreat to the ropes, use movement, use dexterity, and allow the man to wear themselves out. Or get frustrated because they can't find a range. Not too far away with that shot was Dovlet Yslamov. And again, Abdullayev in a commanding position. Beautiful use of the left hand to the body again out of the orthodox stance. Continuing to turn shots underneath. And Yslamov isn't doing anything to evade these punches. He's so keen to get back into the pocket, clambering his way inside and looking to try to take his man out. But Abdullayev not being pushed back here now. Instead, he's pushing him, Yslamov backwards, perhaps sensing that his opponent may be weakening after all the body punches that he's being hit with. Less than a minute to go, and Yslamov needs an inside the distance victory here. Check right hand sees Abdullayev spinning off the line as he elects to maintain the gap, walks back to the ropes, slipping, dipping before tying his man up. But that, the epitome of composure, because you've got a 92 kilogram plus super heavyweight boxer coming at you looking to take you out. Just saw Yslamov glance up to the Jumbotron suspended above Ring A, because Ring A's action has concluded in this 13th session. So Ring A's Jumbotron is showing Yslamov up on the big screen. He will have a sense after how long is left. There he wasn't too far away with the overhand right. But he's not going to be able to produce the inside the distance victory that he needed. He's given absolutely everything in pursuit of it. But Abdullayev, a picture of composure during the course of that contest. And it's a return to the medal stages for the third consecutive world championships in the super heavyweight division for Mahammad Abdullayev of Azerbaijan. The tournament #2 seed will look to go at least one better than the bronzes he's picked up in Belgrade 2021 and Tashkent 2023. In order to do that, he will have to get past the talented 20-year-old from Russia, David Surov, because that is the man who awaits him at the semi-final stage in the bottom half of the super heavyweight draw. Let's get the official verdict at the conclusion of that bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Ring B, your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing Azerbaijan, Mahammad Abdullayev.
So Mahammad Abdullayev, the tournament #2 seed, returns to the medal stages yet again in the super heavyweight division. Wonderful to see that respect between the boxers and the opposing coaches as we take a look at some of the action from that final contest of this 13th session of boxing. Abdullayev in control throughout. And that wraps up session number 13, 352 bouts down. We'll be back with session number 14 in just a few minutes' time.